Hey guys, welcome back. If you are new here, thanks for coming. If you are returning, thank you for coming back. I'm in a very cheesy mood, so I apologize in advance. I have my computer set up over here with a list of questions. If you can tell by the title, we're Q&A-ing ourselves today. I've got 9 questions that I want to answer, and it's about makeup. So I was trolling on the internet, and I mean hardcore trolling. I found a video from a chick whose name I'm going to butcher, but I'm going to say it either way. And I'm also going to link her down below. So anyway, I think her name is LuciaTepperBeauty. I was going to say Lucia, but I just literally thought maybe that's not it. LuciaTepperBeauty. Anyway, this video is from back in October. It's initially a tag video that Kaylie Baute started. I'll link her as well. I'll remember to do these things, I swear to God. But it's a palette tag video talking about palettes. Woo! So there's 9 questions, and I have my answers here. Sadly, if I forget what I'm literally thinking of right here. So if you see me looking at my phone, I'm focused on you guys, I swear to God. Anywho, let's get started. First question is your first palette. So I actually still have my first palette because I can't get rid of it. I don't know why. I actually still really use it a lot. This is a Tarte palette. It's a blush palette actually. Bing. I've grown up with being around MAC products, things like that. So I've always been really in that mindset of buying little single shadows and whatnot all through my tweens and teens and yada yada. So the first actual palette I got was something like this. And I like it. And I still use it a lot. I love Tarte blushes in general. Second question. The most recent palette that I purchased. Let's see what it is, right? And look, I'm not even gonna say anything about this, why I bought it, or whatever. Just know I got, and I wasn't gonna buy this. And then Stephanie Nicole was like, it's great. And then I was like, okay, look, the package is red on the inside. And it's pink! Okay guys, so let's see if Sephora shipped me something intact for once. It's even prettier than before. It's even prettier than I imagined it to be. This is my first time seeing it in person as well. This is gorgeous. And now I have to play right now. So yeah, that's the most recent palette I bought. The one palette you regret missing out on. So this one, when I look at my makeup, because I've decluttered quite a few things already that are actually pretty significant favorites in others' collections. So for me, when I think of like, oh, things I miss out on, the only thing I can really think of, and only honestly because it's so aesthetically pleasing, is the Kat Von D Mi Vida Loca palette, and I'll put that bing up here. It's just pretty. It's something that I would probably use on occasion. I do have a lot of colors and a lot of different palettes, but it's just laid out like a record almost, and I think it's one of those things that you would rather frame than play with. So I don't know. If I would have my hands on it, I would just totally have it on the wall where I do my makeup every day. The one that makes you happy to look at. So no lie, a lot of my makeup makes me happy to look at. So when I think about things that are just pretty, I grabbed this. And this is the reason why. This is not even a palette I use all the time. It's not even a palette I use a lot at all. Like, mine is pretty damn untouched. But there's something about the cohesiveness of all these freaking colors together. The layout, everything, is from warm to cool. It's just done really nicely. So bravo. This is actually my first Morphe palette too. Crazy enough. But the pigment's there. It's great. The only thing I will say, what makes me happier than this to look at is a fellow YouTuber friend of mine, Jessica. She swapped this top corner shade, because these are both kind of frosty, for a matte brow bone shade. So technically her palette is more pleasing to look at than mine is. But you know. Tralala, sis compa. The one palette that I've changed my mind about, and I took this as it could be positive or negative, meaning that if I positively changed my mind about it, like, I bought this because I expected it to be crap and it turned out to change my mind. No, please don't buy makeup with that expectation, first of all. I'm sitting here popping this open and I can smell it, and raise your hand if you hate this fucking palette. I've barely touched this. This is... I got the hype. I got the fucking bug of hype, and I'm ashamed of myself for having the bug of hype. But I wanted something just overtly peachy, something like the Sassy Siennas. Hold on. I wanted something more overtly peachy, more like this is peachy without this many damn colors. Now, first of all, if you're gonna do all the shades of a peach, make sure that they actually show up on your fucking eyes. Like, that green is beautiful, but it doesn't fucking work. Same thing with these purple shades. Everything... Ugh, I'm holding this too close to my face. Ugh. The smell is just so off-putting. I've utterly changed my mind about this. I bought it when they did the second launch, and everybody was just like freaking out about it. I bought everything in that line actually, and returned everything except that fucking palette, thinking like, I'll keep it. If any of my friends out there are watching this and you want that palette, text me. I'm over it. The one that surprised you. Now, we just bashed some Too Faced. Now let's just kind of level it out, right? First of all, this packaging it screams, Allison, you are way too old for this. But you may be thinking the Sweet Peach palette was like 10 times better than this. It doesn't smell like artificial peaches. I can hold it near my face. I can put it on my face. But this is so surprising. Everything in here just works really well. And even the shades like the Glitter Infused Matte, they even surprised me, and I actually like them too. So I've had this for a while now, and I've been able to go through all the shades in this palette, including this weird minty green, which looks slam dunk on top of the black, to be extremely honest with you. I've used everything in this palette. It all performs extremely well. Hardy packaging, and on my trips lately to New Orleans a lot, this is literally what I've been bringing. I've been bringing my Subculture palette too. That's has nothing to do with the tag of this video or any of the questions in this video. But between the two, and really I've only been using like a mustard yellow out of that palette, but I really like this. This is so surprising. I've mentioned this in other videos. I have talked so much shit about this before it came out, and I'm eating crow. I'm okay with it though. I really am. The one palette that inspires you the most, like I said, I've really kind of decluttered a lot of things in my collection, but I would say it's gonna be a split tie with literally what I just said. This, well, I mean, this is inspiring. There's so many things you can do with this. It's unreal. But that, and then this is my Natasha Denona Star palette. This is not like a typical star palette though. If you didn't know, these shades are magnetic so you can take them out. I've taken all mine out and I've labeled them with what they actually are so I don't forget, because this has all the names on it. If you ever do this, label your shadows as soon as you take them out. But this is what mine looks like. I often will travel with this too. It has a very, I'm not gonna lie, like look. They've got some similarities. The reds, the blues, the yellows, the neutrals, they're all there. I mean, blue-brown. But this is kind of a composition of my favorite Natasha Denona shades. This is, I would say, like 60 to 70% star palette. And then, like the blues, these are from the 2 different holiday palettes. Same thing with this red in the center. These is from the 28 pan palettes, the green brown one, but I got both of those separately in the little 5 pan palettes. But this is extremely inspiring to me, as well as my Clover palette, and I love to travel with these guys because I feel like I get versatility out of them. Let's see, number 7, the one that inspires you the most. Check. Okay. One on your wish list. Now look, I don't have a shitload of palettes on my wish list because if I want it, I'm just gonna fucking go get it. Honestly, I'm gonna sit on it, I'm gonna read reviews on it, I'm gonna tinker on it, and then if I don't want it after that amount of time of just kind of deliberating, I won't get it. But something that has genuinely sat in my damn wish list for eons, and I'm sure when I say this I mean Sephora wish list as well as the Beautylish wish list, is the Natasha Denona 28 pan green brown eyeshadow palette. I almost bought that this past Black Friday when they were 30% off, which is the best deal I've seen online so far, and that was directly from Natasha's website. But I digress. I resisted. I have the Sunset palette, I have the Star palette, I have 3 different 5 pan palettes, I have 2 holiday 5 pan palettes on top of like a lot of blush and highlight and blah blah blah. Fangirl level obsession nonsense, and I cannot bring myself to spend $240 or even $180, $160 on that thing when it's on sale. I don't know. I spent $190 on this, and I've customized it to where I don't even use all the shades that came in it. So, is there realistically something on my wish list? I'm gonna say no, because, you know, you see where I'm going with that. A no fail palette. This is the last one. So instead of saying my Clover palette for the 10th time, because honestly, I'm really into it lately, I wanted to pick something else. This is something that maybe the whole beginning of 2017 I was using on a daily basis, all the way through the summertime until some other things started to come out, but that is this. This is obviously a controversial palette. A lot of people love it, a lot of people do not love it whatsoever, but I use the hell out of this palette and I still pull for it a lot. The black is amazing, honestly, when you mix a little Duraline on a plate. It's great eyeliner, but all of these matte shades have great depth, and even more recently, like this shade up here. See, these are textured shadows. Let's see. Hold on, I'll point them out to you. I'm just gonna close that motherfucker. This, skip this, not that, and this. So it's kind of a weird layout, but I always assume that these were all textured. This isn't. This is Angelic, which is in every palette she makes, I guess, going forward. The Rose Gold I've used a substantial amount, which I've actually hit pan, but I mooshed it around to where you couldn't tell. But this shade Fling, I'm obsessed with. It's so velvety. It's not one of the textured shadows. Oh. I don't know what I was going for with the second swatch. But it's just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. This has remnants of the Violet Voss Ride or Die, in my opinion. It's very much of that that tone, but those have not as many different finishes as far as the formulas go in the palette. Anyway, that is my beauty tag. Okay, so I hope you guys like my little question. I wanted to kind of make a fun little video. Like I said, I've been trolling on the internet, finding a couple different people I've never seen before online, subscribing to some new peeps. I like doing stuff like that. Trolling, you know. I think we all like that. So I hope you like this video. Like I said, one of my friends, not some random stranger, hit me up if you want this. I will totally send it to you. Because like I said, I'm over it. Sitting here doing this, I'm just like... And I mean, it's not like it's gross and bad. It's fine. But it's just so uninspired. Everything I look is just like a muddy rut. And it might be that I don't have talent. I don't know. I mean, you can't discredit those kind of things. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say. So thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, give it a good old thumbs up. And I will catch you in my next video. Bye!